So all these players have X factors.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason.
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest.
Hands up. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Hands up.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. Ryan Succop for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line. Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Ready.
On first down, Herring. Pass incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Push him back. Push him back.
To throw on third down, Herring. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we're talking about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Odell Beckham, 61 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Back to throw. Herring. They finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A gain of 22.
Down. 8-3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it. It's Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Following the fumble recovery, Herring toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That good for 22 and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Melvin Gordon ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This is fielded at the chalk. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Scott Miller. Taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try. And throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they are big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points. On the scoreboard, a little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Completes it to Hearns. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, the Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This is caught inside the 15. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards. That time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line.
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we have reached, boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So
and he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Hill shedding the tackle. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Gordon. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 25 yards to the house as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, Armstead. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. These guys have punted. Four times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they? Wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, meanwhile, final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Dalton up, play action. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The pass on the fake field. Let's go. Let's do this. Complete to Jordan Franks.
Hey, watch the slant.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you... believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing again on second down. Foles. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Foles. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Foles. Burns brings it in. And he'll go down at the 28. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Foles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Foles. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great